All right, peace. Welcome back to. Okay. Peace to everybody that's just jumping on. Thanks for tuning in on this. We're gonna do a little bit of uh difference today. We're gonna learn today, and we're gonna pull some cards. Okay, so it's definitely gonna be fun if you're a type of person who loves to learn and see. Okay, as you see before you, I have my written out board. Okay, and you see I have soul and no soul. Okay, because we really have to understand. A lot of people hear it a lot, we see it a lot, but we don't understand it. This is, the whole journey is about knowledge. Okay, knowledge is about power. Power is about freedom. Okay, so you got to have the knowledge and power to free yourself from the illusion. Okay, um, so like I said, a lot of us are not understanding why our masculines are still running or our feminines are still running from the truth. We can hear it a million times, be patient. We can hear it a million times to that they're running from themselves, they're running from themselves. But a lot of people have a hard time really, understanding, because everybody has a different level of growth. Okay, some people are not, mentally strong enough or too distracted to understand. It's not clicking. The pieces are not, the pieces like a magnet. They're not clicking. Okay, so you're not being completely triggered, because once you get triggered, that's a knowing. Okay, that's an understanding. Okay, somebody that's not okay one with themselves, because I'm gonna show y'all a video of the spirit and how the spirit is trying. Y'all stay tuned so I show y'all what spirit told me to do a week ago, but I was avoiding it. But spirit told me to do it now. Okay, but I'm gonna show y'all a video also on like a definition of the connection of a spirit and a body, and so on and so forth. But y'all see it, y'all be like, oh, it's essence, yo, you tripping. Okay, but anyway, what we're gonna learn first, I'm gonna pull out some cards after as well to do a quick update on what's going on at the frequency. Okay, so y'all stay tuned for that. Don't just miss it, because you know um this is definitely a blessing in disguise kind of reading and channeling and lessons. Okay, so right here we have the soul, and we got no soul. Okay, we have to understand that everybody that's walking on this planet doesn't have or within themselves, present within themselves. Okay, they're not all walking. Everybody's not walking with God. Okay, and if our masculine, and let's keep it real, if our masculine and feminines are not in their union or on their path, they are in this category right here. They are not walking with their God, because if they knew better, they would do better. If they was of soul, they would be doing all of these. If they are not, they're doing all of these. Now, just because we can see them with someone else doesn't mean they're happy. Okay, we would say, oh, well, if they chose the karmic, they physically chose the karmic because they are lost. Okay, they lost themselves. All right. I'm seeing, like spirit showed me earlier when I was meditating and vibing, a picture of someone like a genie. Okay, it's like a genie. If you ever watched or you ever watched a movie with a genie like Aladdin and all that stuff like that, you would see, like, pretend that the lamp was the vessel. Okay, now it's connected, but it's only certain things you can do. There's rules and regulations to manifestation. Okay, just like a genie, there's rules and regulations to wishes. They cannot make nobody fall in love with you. They cannot make nobody want to be with you that don't want. Okay, it's certain rules and regulations to manifestation. So when you guys are trying to manifest, okay, spirit is going to only pick what is right, not wrong. If they cannot cross the line. They're like, when it comes to your manifestation, you're sitting here saying, or manifesting your union. Okay, they cannot make somebody physically love you, because physically it's not important. Okay, it's not important because we don't see. Okay, we don't see it because we choose to stay blind. Okay, we choose to stay blind. We choose to live in the illusion instead of choosing to live in the righteousness of the connection. All right, if you're a twin flame, you recognize the soul of your masculine before you knew, or your feminine that's in the runner stage. Okay, or in denial. I'm gonna just say denial, okay, of their fate. Okay, it's not because they hate you. It's because they're not one with themselves. They're not one. They're not of this. They have no soul. Okay, their soul is outside of their body. Okay, their soul is just disconnected. And I know some of y'all be like, "Oh, Essence, I know this and stuff like that." But there's some people who don't know. And as a teacher in this portal right here, I'm here to teach those who don't know. So yes, I'm gonna repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until it click. Okay, you got to hear it a million times until it actually click. So at the end of the day, you got people that's got a soul. You know, misery loves company. Okay, if you this is a low frequency and this is a high frequency. Okay, a high frequency is someone who actually is embody their self. Okay, it's no different from when old people get old. They don't really die. The physical body cannot obtain the spirit no longer. Okay, if somebody gets shot in an area where the blood and the body, cannot produce the vessel that it's in anymore, it leaves. Okay, but it doesn't mean someone dies. So people would say, I feel spirit, I feel God, I feel the presence of someone I love. It's because that's the true essence of the being. Okay, you're in the physical realm. You're too physical, so you can't literally see them. Some people can because they lifted their frequency. They open their third eye where they can actually see the presence or the image of light of their partner. But some of y'all haven't made it there yet. So y'all want to see it in order for it to believe it, but y'all don't want to go with the feeling because you believe your feelings could deceive you. Okay, and it's possible. Everything has a negative and positive reaction, and it has a mirror reflection to itself. Okay, so what comes good, there comes bad. Which comes light, there comes dark. Okay, which comes soul, there comes no soul. Okay, so we have to understand what comes man comes woman. Okay, what comes woman comes man. Okay, and we have to pay attention to what's going on today. Now, I'm not saying just live in the moment, but we have to understand the moment now so we can understand the future to come. Okay, it's okay to research and look and study and everything, but don't forget you have your own purpose, you have your own path that you have to write and that's written for you. Okay, so we can sit here and say about the Bible or the Quran or whatever we want to talk about that happened in the past, but we have to remember, okay, some of that's been toxified, just like a lot of people toxify situations today where it's hard for us to learn because your soul will only take bits and pieces. Okay, it's only taking bits and pieces because the people that have no soul wants to be like the people that have a soul. Okay, regardless. And why don't they choose to live if they want to act according to that? It's because they have a demonic spirit, which is called what they would call the devil frequency, which is a low frequency. They want to pretend to be a god, but don't want to do these things, don't want to be of this, but they want to pretend in order to fit in. So, I know y'all probably saying, well, why won't they just be of God and get it out the way? Because they thrive off of feeding off of godly people. That's the whole image, is feeding off of godly people. Okay, feeding off of empaths out here. All right, so we have to pay attention to these energy vampires. Okay, we got to pay attention to an energy vampire. Everybody you meet, you're not supposed to just sleep with them and have sex with them, have babies with them, and get married to them. Everybody you meet you ain't supposed to do that. You're supposed to get a message. So like I said, you can't keep falling in love with a messenger. If your soul does not recognize their soul, and I'm not sitting here talking about, oh, my energy match their energy, so we vibing. I'm talking about if your eyes have not recognized behind their eyes and their eyes have not recognized behind yours, you have no mission or no purpose with that person. You are wasting time and you're wasting energy, wasting on people you believe because you assume that they, instead of knowing, there's a difference. You have to already know. It's an already knowing. Okay, it's an already knows. It's easy to say, okay, well, I know my ABCs. I know my ABCs. That's not the knowing I'm talking about. The knowing comes from a past life. All right, come from many lives past. Okay, that's a deep, deep, deep knowing. Probably one of the most deepest knowings on this planet that you will never question. If you have to question your connection, because it's either two things that's happening. It's either you're falling for the illusion, so you doubt your union, or you really don't believe to know that you're on a union. You just lost. So to find yourself, when I tell you self-love is the key to your answers, Okay? Nothing greater on this planet can love you more than you. Okay? This is where you need to be. But a lot of us who falling for the disconnect, we falling in between. You're falling in between. And you're stuck in between too. You part, sometimes you have a soul, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to choose a side. You're either going to be a soulless person or you're going to be a soul person. Okay? You have to make that choice. Okay? When it comes to being of soul, this is how you know you're of a soul. You got loving, peaceful, genuine, righteous, self-love, drama-free, peacemaker, and your mask is off. If this is not you, then you're not completely of soul. Okay, if you're a soulless person, you're selfish, you're a liar, you're a hater. Okay, you are a energy vampire, you are self-centered, you're a drama, you're always about drama, and your mask is on. Okay, if you're in this category here and you want to pretend to be this here, you got a choice to make. You either going to pull your ass over here and be this person of peace and start doing what you came here to do, or you're going to be this miserable person here. Okay, everybody and most of the people on this planet is right in this category, and they got a mask on. Okay, you would think a soulless person would have their mask off, and you would think a soul person would have their mask on, but it will seem that way, right? No, the person who is of no soul has a mask on. They are pretending to be this, when deep down inside they are this. Okay, they are hiding underneath this illusion image. This person that has a mask off don't need to hide from any of this shit. They don't need to lie. Okay, they don't need to lie. You don't have that. It come with you begin to be a careless person, but careless of righteousness, where it don't affect your emotions. Okay, you're letting this soulless person here gets affected because they don't know themselves. If you have soul, you know who you are. I know who I am. I know where I'm at. I know what is going on. I know my connection. I'm not worried about it. But somebody who doesn't know is confused, which is causing them to become a lower frequency of themselves. And your soul is pretty much trying to pull you back to self-love by telling you you need to be more loving of yourself. You need to be more peaceful, when it comes to yourself. You need to be more genuine when it comes to you. You need to be more righteous when it comes to you. You need to have a lot of self-love. You need to be drama-free, a peacemaker to yourself. Okay, when you see that you're loving outside of yourself to someone else, okay, and I'm going to get to the point of why our masculine is not. It's mixed in between, okay? It's because they're not themselves. I mean, they're not themselves. Picture your flesh walking without a soul. Your oversoul is over you. Your intuition is over you instead of in you. If you ever had inner cries, you're one with yourself. If your soul cries inside you when you make a decision that really breaks your heart, you will feel an inner cry. If you can close your eyes and see the reflection of lights, most likely you're present within your soul. But understand, you have to love and reflect that. Okay? It's certain ways of manifesting. Your soul cannot manifest nothing from this frequency. You don't have enough power here. Okay, people that have no soul suck off of people that have it. They have energy. They have power. Okay, so they come for you. These energy vampires come for you. So if you know you are a good soul, and you know you have righteousness, and you know you're a peacemaker, and you love helping people, protect your energy as an empath. Protect your energy, because these motherfuckers is coming. They will come in the form of your children, your family, your soulmate, your lover, physically, to keep the ego alive. Okay, to keep the ego alive. All right, the goal is on this planet as an empath, off the illusion by talking and spreading truth. You are a twin flame. All right, talk your truth, whether somebody believe it or not, because you're gonna run into one of these here. It's gonna come and try to suck your energy. But to push these people away, is to tell them that you know you of righteousness. Because misery loves company. They begin to get you to be a selfish person. They begin to get you to be a liar. Okay, you start lying to yourself, which is causing you a disease, causing you all these negative frequencies. They turn you into a hater, where you jealous of their karmics and stuff. And you start wondering and pondering about, they bringing you over to the dark side. They pulling you from this to the dark side. Okay, you start to envy and be jealous of the lover that they with. They love that shit. And you're feeding right into it. Okay? They become the energy vampire. They're sucking all your energy. You, the person that they with, and anybody else that's going to get involved in their little cycle. They suck in your energy. They bring you over to the dark side real slowly, but it's happening and you can feel it because you start to be confused. You start to lose yourself. When you start to be confused, you start to doubt your own love and light and your own genuineness, your own loyalty, your own self-love, your own fact of staying away from drama. You losing yourself and you're coming over here where you're going to be a soulless person just like the rest of them. And when you're a soulless person, they abandon you to go feed off of somebody else with light. So what? That's why I tell you, so what they with the karmic. They feeding off that devil. Okay? If this person is a good person and they don't know their worth, they feeding off of them. There's nothing you can do to help neither one of them. They have to understand their own love and light just like you have to understand your own love and light. To free yourself. Knowledge is power. Power sets you free. Gives you enough power to set yourself free. Of course they're going to come after you. They're going to come running because you got a lot of energy. Remember, they always come for people who got a higher power of light. And that includes your soulmate. If your soulmate wants to embody themselves, they have to do the work. And to do the work is they have to love themselves enough to stop being selfish, stop being a liar, stop being a hater, stop being an energy vampire, stop being self-centered, and stop being full of drama and take that freaking mask off. If they are not willing to do this, you stand clear and let the universe give them exactly what they're trying to manifest, that karma. Because even the dark energy has its own karma. It will feed right off for their own people. Okay, if they can't feed from somebody of light. See, to kill off this illusional image of vampires, we have to shed light. A vampire don't like what? A vampire feed off of light in the dark. So in order for them to feed off of the light, they have to pull you to the dark side. Okay, they have to pull you to the dark side in order to feed off the little bit of light that you got. And then once they drain you and you're now over here, they move on to the next person and move on to the next person and move because they vampires. See, vampires gotta survive. And they only live in darkness. They don't like that. That's why they got their mask on, because they gotta put on something to cover them when they try to come and get people from the light side. They'll come grab you. They put the mask on, come grab you from the light side, and they bring you right on over. And they got you feeling jealous. They got you feeling like you ain't shit. They got you feeling lower, less than yourself because they feel that way. That's the reflection. The reflection of misery loves company is a reflection that they're trying to reflect off of you. If you love yourself, they're going to pull you over and tell you to love them. And they're going to show you by you not loving you is how much power they're taking from you showing you that you don't have enough love for yourself. They make you doubt yourself. They make you hate yourself. And it's working because you doubt and you hate yourself and you don't understand. They got you feeling in this low frequency. Misery loves company. If you can repeat that shit to yourself every time you see somebody, remember that shit. If you meet somebody and they come up to you, start doing your studies, practicing your understanding. Okay? Listen to what they said. The first red flag, if you feel like you can't handle it, get away from it. Because once they get you in, there'll be no escaping if you can't get yourself out. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop cheating on you. They're not going to stop hating you. They're not going to stop disrespecting you because the vessel is a vessel. The vessel is a vessel, but you can feel the essence of them because you're an empath. You can feel the essence. And if you're a soulmate or a twin flame, you can see and acknowledge the spirit. You recognize the soul, which is you in another form. Okay? And you will help it. But what happens is you embody the spirit because y'all become masculine and feminine in one body instead of two. Okay? And you become one. And you have to show that even though the body is gone and is out there and it's doing this and it's doing that and it's in autopilot, that the soul still lives on. Because see, the ego thinks that it's winning because it got all these people falling for the illusion and everybody hates and everybody's jealous and everybody envy. But if you meet someone that has the most highest power within them, they will run. Okay? And this is why you have the masculines running and the females running, because they cannot handle the light. Okay? They cannot handle your light side. So what? Stay in your light power. You're doing your job for the universe and abundance will come your way. Never mind the physical form. God came here to clear out. Universe came here to clear out some shit. That's why I tell y'all it's bigger than just coming together and doing this and doing that and the picket fence and shit. You here to do the work. And when you put anything else before that, which is sexual needs and desires and all this shit, and that goes for me too, you got to say no. Okay? Because honestly, the physical form is the lowest part of the body. Okay? Which is the base chakra. Okay? You're not supposed to live. See, everybody's living right here. This is what everybody's doing. Everybody's in their base chakra. I want sex. It's coming from here and up to there. Okay, everybody's from here and up. We need to be from here to down. We need to think with our minds first and our sexual desires last. Okay, we need to start thinking in here. This is why we want these connections, because we stuck in this here. We stuck in here because we don't know what love is, and we go by drama. We want to curse and argue with the next person and shit like that, and we're not thinking before we speak. We're not up here. We down here. We below this. We haven't made it to the next chakras. Okay? You haven't made it to. And if the shit not shooting from here up and here down, up and down like that, it'll tell you where you at. Like me, for instance. I'm celibate. And I cut my masculine off when it comes to our sexual connection, because I want a more deeper connection in that spirit. I choose to love the spirit first. Before I met my masculine, okay, I used to feel sharp pains going straight up. All my kundalinis before I met my masculine went straight up like that. It will like a sharp energetic would go right to my head. Literally had my head going backwards, almost like an orgasm, before I met my masculine, because that was my body and my mind and my soul saying that someone important is coming into my life. And when my masculine would have, like, we would have sex and stuff like that, it was not as powerful as the spiritual connection that we had. So the physical form was like, all right, it's whatever, that satisfy my sexual organs and whatever, but it never gave me that power that I've had when it was just a spiritual connection. Do you understand what I'm saying? The energy that spirit gives me was way more better than what the physical form gave me. So I'm learning to love just the spirit. Okay? The spirit first, the God first, and then the body will manifest. And a lot of us are in separation because we don't love the spirit first. We're denying because we backwards. We want the physical first. The base is the physical is right here. We stuck in here. We don't want anything else after this. We have to want the connection first. We have to know. We have to know and understand. We have to speak the truth. Okay? We have to live of our true selves. And that's accepting your fate. Okay? Knowing that you're connected to somebody and so on and so forth. You have to follow your gut feeling. Listen to your intuition. And then the physical body will manifest. If you follow this chart according from top to bottom, you'll have your union. But if you follow this chart from here on up, you won't have it, because that's unbalanced. That's not balanced. Okay? We loving from the physical and not the spirit. Okay? So this is why it's very important to be patient, because not only being patient with others, be patient with yourself. Okay? Be patient with you. All right? So at the end of the day, like, never mind the karma in that. They're two devils playing around. Do you want to be one of those? No. You want to be of God. So learn that the body is not one with itself. Okay? Learn that. Learn that the body is not one. Okay? Learn that your masculine is not one with himself. Learn that your feminine, that's right, is not accepting their fate. They're not accepting their fate. Okay? They're not accepting their fate because they're not one with their God. All right? So we have somebody of soul. Now, excuse my drawing. Okay? Excuse my drawing. All right? Excuse my little drawing. I'm a better artist than this, trust me. But I'm just, doing a stick figure because it's quicker and easier. Okay? So this is somebody of soul. Okay? Somebody of soul would be one with themselves. Okay? Like this. Okay? Somebody with no soul would be like this. Okay? And instead of it being one, it's separate. Okay? This is your masculine in the runner stage. Okay? This is them running from themselves. Okay, y'all? This is them running from themselves. This is, you know, and this is love. Okay? And that goes for you and yourself. If your masculine is reflecting to you that you love me more than you love yourself, or your feminine is reflecting that you love me more than you love yourself, the triggers is to trigger you to heal. I know you know this. I know you've heard this before. I know that. But I'm going to say it again. This is the soulless person. Soul is outside the body. They're trying to catch up to become this. All right? If you are this, you saw the recognition, you know who you are, stay in this. Because if you allow the physical form that's running, this is going to happen to you. You're going to disconnect. And you can feel yourself disconnecting because it hurts. It hurts to doubt it because your soul is like, no, don't doubt me. No, trust me. Yes, I'm here. Yes, love me. Why can't you hear me? Why can't you see me? Okay? And we're gonna move on to the next thing because I am gonna do some cards, y'all. Okay? This is the video I'm gonna show you. Okay? And I know y'all saw this before. Okay? Y'all saw it before. But this is like a reflection of, just pretend that you are the masculine or the feminine, whoever you are, and your loved one spirit has left too soon. Okay? Your loved one spirit has left you too soon. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean death. It just means like, this would be, so even if they did die, it's still going to happen the same way because the flesh is the flesh is a vehicle. Okay? This is what we're talking about in this video. Okay, someone being disconnected, they're not being a believer, this person is a non-believer, and it took this moment to realize. And these are like signs and synchronicities. What he did was a more physical thing. Okay? What a more physical thing. But what the point is the signs and synchronicities that he's trying to give the one he loves to see that he is still alive. But you just need to let go of the illusion. Okay, y'all know this movie. I'm going to show y'all. Y'all know. But anyway, let's do it.
Money at the bank. Now this guy Carl is dangerous. I'm telling you, he tried to kill me. He's going to try to kill you too. You are in deep, deep trouble. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Do you hear me? Why are you doing this to me? I can't. I just can't.
What a mate, tell her she's wearing the shirt I spilt the margarita on and the earrings I gave her for Christmas.
Molly, Sam says to tell you you're wearing the shirt that he spilled the margarita on and the earrings he gave you for Christmas. Don't you see I'm not a fake? Not about this.
Give me a penny, quick.
What?
Push a penny under the door now.
You been talking about push a penny under the door?
Just do it.
Now this is turning a non-believer into a believer, y'all. Now y'all would think that somebody could just pull the magnet up the door and da da da. But watch this part. This is where it touched the heart. Ain't no magnet gonna do that. Ain't no magnet gonna do that.
Tell her it's for luck.
Sam says it's for luck.
And this is you, Divine Feminine. When you get your signs and synchronicities, you need to believe. All right, y'all. They're saying something about copyright. So anyway. Okay, so say, hold up. We're detecting a copyright audio such and such. Your stream has been temporarily blocked. Okay, so they sent me a copyright. Damn, I knew that shit was gonna happen. But anyway, I'm gonna turn it off. So I don't know if they're gonna. I'm gonna keep going with this video anyway, but um, I turned it off, so hopefully, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me though? Cause they throwing me up a copyright issue. Okay, so hopefully I cut it off in time. But anyway, but I just want y'all to get this message. So clearly, if they do stop this, y'all who caught this message, this is for you. Okay? Turn your non-believing ass into a believer, because to be a non-believer is to be a soulless person. Even if your soul is present, you have to recognize who you are. Okay? This is not just recognizing your masculine. This is about your self-love journey. Okay? This is about you letting go of fears, worries, and doubts. So what? If, like I said, so what if they're with somebody else? You don't know what's going on, like, because you're lost. If you focus more on you, you will learn to love yourself first when none of that shit matters. If you have enough love for yourself, whoever they with don't matter. Like with my masculine, I would tell him he would keep going back to these women and shit like that, or these comments, because he's a narcissist. And I just set his ass free. Not every masculine is a narcissist. Not every masculine is a narcissist. Some may have narcissistic traits. Some may have a mental disability due to past pain. But if you have to recognize your case, because everybody's masculine or everybody's feminine is different, okay? Focus on your healing. You have to be a prime example of your masculine or your feminine runner and be a better person. You are a better them. So be the better them, okay? Be the better them. Don't be the one that fell for temptation like they did, okay? Because probably, you never know what's going on in the spiritual realm because you're not focused enough. Okay, so if they do shut this video down, because I believe, or if not, they may or may not, but if they do, this is the message for you guys who did tune in today. Okay, this is a message for y'all who did. Okay, but anyway, we will see what's going on. I'm not going to do any cards right now, only because I don't know if they're going to cut it off. I'll just probably come back and do a video. But y'all get the drift, all right? Y'all get the drift, all right? This is why I'm here, because I want to use visual to show y'all. They got copyright issues, yeah. But I don't own the rights to that. And I'm going to have to say that just so they won't say, oh, we viewed a video and you said da-da-da. But I want to make sure they know that I don't own the rights to that or the song in the background. But my point needs to be across. Okay, they took it off, so maybe I had to say that. They took off the little display screen that said I was copyrighting the song. So I guess as soon as I said I don't own the rights to the music in the background and I don't own the rights to the video in the background, they took the shit off. That's funny. But anyway, God is good. And when I say God, I mean self. Self is good. So to y'all, I say God because highest power is God to y'all. But I have my own level of understanding, frequency, and connection to self. And self knows exactly what's up. But you got to have, the whole journey is about self-love, okay? They trigger you to reflect to you your pain. Now, if you want to check on them, you got to change your intention, okay? You have to change your intentions. Your intentions, they know. The universe knows. Your soul knows, okay? Especially those who are disconnected. That doesn't mean they got rid of their soul, just like they can't get rid of their ego, okay? They know what's going on, but they are stuck in between the worlds, okay? They have to make a decision, okay? Don't be this. Be this. Come from this to become this. Okay? And when you become this, everything you try to manifest and all that stuff will come to. And don't assume to say, okay, well, Essence, if you said everything will come to us if we do, will our masculine come? No. Because they have to be of this. You both have to be of this. You are the mirror reflection of the soul, and the soul recognized you too. You are the savior, but you have to show and prove that the soul exists, that you know of oneness, that self-love is the key. You have to be a prime example, okay? You're a mentor. You have to be the mentor to a lost soul, okay? But protect your energy. Shield yourself by knowing. Knowledge is power. It will protect you. See, what happens with my masculine is he comes, like, for some reason, when he's out there and about. Now, it may seem the same because, like I said, he is a narcissist. and his traits is to never let go of the past and to always hold on to it, and it don't matter what it does to him, whether it traumatizes him or whatever, he will always try to suck energy from anything that accepts the masculine. Okay, but when it comes to a twin flame connection, I did a video on this. When it comes to a soul to soul, a real, true, genuine soul to soul connection, I'm not talking about some illusional lies knowing. I'm talking about a spiritual knowing. You know, they really can't get to you, because when I didn't know who my masculine was, and when I did come to the understanding of what was going on, I look at it and I said, I thank God for spirit. I thank spirit for spirit. I thank self for self. I thank the creator that created me, that gave me the strength to see before I see. Do you know what I'm saying? Know before I know. Even though my mind didn't pick it up, my body, my spirit, my soul, my God did. You understand what I'm saying? So let the mind, when the mind catches up to its understanding, okay, you would have already defeated your enemies. Okay? It would just give you the chance to say, damn, I really did defeat my enemies. Be that. Don't say, damn, I wish I could have took that moment back. I would do it again. See, when you one with yourself, you're you're in autopilot. Okay? When you don't have the knowing right away, you're in autopilot. Okay? This is you have to become this. You have to become the all knowing. I know what's right for me. If I know better, I'll do better. Okay? And then it will trigger your mind. Okay? See, I used to think with my masculine, my physical first, then my mind later. You see? And that was my reflection. Okay? That was my reflection. So in order for you, like me doing what I'm doing today, my life, I only speak from my life experiences. Some of y'all may be going through this, some of y'all not, but it's my job to speak my truth. Okay? I choose to live of the top to the bottom, from my top chakra down to my bottom, and my physical is last. I cut off all connection physically with any and everybody. And I said it. That's it. When it came to my heart, I told God before I even met my twin that I was done looking for love. And then when I set that free, I found my twin flame. You know what I'm saying? We found each other. We were in the mission of finding each other. The blockages that we had, me loving someone else and him loving someone else, or sexual, or lusting over something else, caused a distraction, but it didn't stop the journey. It didn't stop us from meeting. It just delayed us. It delayed us. We were literally right around the corner from each other when we all looked at it. And we were from far apart from each other. Like, my master and I are both from up north, but I came down first. And it was almost like I was at a standstill, and still at a standstill where I'm at from day one. And it's almost like universe said, don't move. You got to stay right here. So I have to respect universe and work on myself. If I'm bored, I'm going to work on me. If I'm bored, I'm going to do my nails. If I'm bored, I'm going to paint my toes. If I'm bored, I'm going to do my hair. If I'm bored, I'm going to take a walk. If I'm bored, I'm going to draw. If I'm bored, I'm going to sing. If I'm bored, I'm going to do things to keep me busy. But what I'm not going to do is lie to another human being, deceive another human being, fuck on another human being, betray another human being, play around with another human being. I'm going to respect other humans. And if they do not give me the respect back, I'm going to leave them alone, and I'm going to leave their toxic ass where they at so they can find their own healing, because by me leaving is going to make them wonder why. Because you don't have to deal with everybody else. You don't have to deal with everybody. And I'm not saying, and I'm going to keep it real, because the universe, if that's what the universe is telling you, you have to respect that. Okay? If the universe told me to sit my ass here and wait, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit my ass here and wait, because I'm not going to go. I know who I am. I know my connection. I'm going to stay on my throne. I don't care what anybody else. Other people would say, well, girl, won't you move on? Move on to do what? Move on to do what? Run into another fucking person who's going to shit on me? I'm not going to give nobody a chance to shit on me. So I would rather wait for the one that's chosen for me, as I should have in the beginning. Okay? In the beginning. Because we have to remember, we was never supposed to have sex with other people in the first place. We were never supposed to have children. We became sinners. Now it's time to change that. Am I a Christian? No. I'm a study of all things. But I speak of it because in this country and in this realm here, people believe in Christianity. I'm not a big believer on Christianity, but I will use terms here and there. Okay, I would use the only terms that touch my heart. Do I believe in the Adam and Eve situation, the whole rib shit? Absolutely not. But I believe that, in the Adam and Eve scenario, but I don't believe that Eve came from Adam rib. I'm not going to say that when I'm the one who birthed two children. You know what I'm saying? When my masculine decided to run the street, no. No. So see, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is right in front of your face, but I'm not going to deny it no more, and neither should you. If they were somebody else, they disconnected from themselves. If you were twin flame, if you're karmic to karmic, then you guys got to find yourself still. It's still about self-worth. It's still about self-worth. No matter how you put it. You know? No matter how you put it. So at the end of the day, be one with your vessel. Respect your vessel. Okay? It's many lives to come. If you don't believe in reincarnation, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You'll have many lives to come back. Don't ever feel like this is the only one. You've been here before and you will come back again. As long as this realm exists. And many other realms. Your soul goes on. And so as those who transformed out of their body go on. If you have the essence of your masculine present, but not the body, can't you tell? That's proof in the pudding right there. If you can see these signs and synchronicities of your spiritual part, your spiritual beings and spiritual family trying to tell you that there is much more to life than what you believe it to be, start believing. Because you're doubting. Because of the physical form is not aligning to the flesh. So what about the flesh? The flesh is toxic. You're not going to eat raw meat if it's expired, right? You're not going to eat, vegetables if it's expired, right? No. So if the masculine is not one with itself and it's doing all this toxic shit, you leave the toxicity to God. Let the karma hit. Let the karma hit, because what you're doing is cutting into God's plan. When God said, let me go and spank the shit out of this masculine or feminine running, and you over there like, no, God, no, save him because I love him. And then your ass gets spanked and you run around here depressed. Shit, leave that shit to the karmics. Let them drive them crazy. Don't get in the way of the creator or spirit when it's trying to become one. You cutting into the oneness. Do your own work. And he got to do his own work. You got your own karma. They go through their own karma. Focus on not getting your karma. Okay? Focus on getting the good karma, not the bad one, because you're getting the bad one right now if you all depressed and miserable and envious and jealous and worried and all this shit. You getting that bad karma. And then all that feelings is going to manifest. You're going to be miserable and you're going to be upset because you want the physical form. And you're pissed off and you're mad and all this other shit. And I'm not talking personally just to any individual. I'm talking about to everybody that's in this frequency. If you feel offended, I apologize, but the truth will set you free. And that goes for me as well. I love it. I love hearing myself speak out loud because I may not register right away. I will catch it later if I haven't understood it now. You understand what I'm saying? Be ahead of the game. See, your body, your mind might have not been ahead of the game, but your soul and your body was. Or your soul and your mind was ahead of the game, but your body wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So we have to balance it out, mind, body, and soul. Allow your masculine to share your vessel. You guys are one. You don't need no outside love. Allow him to share. When he's not at home with it, when they not up here, allow the essence. I'm talking about the essence. I'm not talking about the flesh. Allow the essence to come inside. Okay, you're welcome. Come in. You want to walk with me today? All right. You want to feel a fleshy, because your vessel is your vessel, okay? Only allow what is only allowed inside of you, which is your connection. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just your connection. Somebody said shapeshifter. But at the end, yeah, because, I've seen shapeshifting before. I've seen shapeshifting in myself. I've seen shapeshifting in my children. I've seen shapeshifting in people. You can, based on your frequency. It's your level of light. Your level of light can either lighten your flaws or descend your flaws. Okay? That's shape-shifting to me. I don't know about other shit. I don't know about the demonic shit. They do have a shape-shifting and demonic frequency too. But of light frequency, I've seen of light frequency. I'm talking about mine's of light frequency. But and my children are light frequency. I've seen the shape shift. I've seen the light. I've seen the light ascend, and I see even in my masculine, I've seen his light ascend, and I've seen his light descend. Okay? I've seen myself, but outside myself, which is the pictures and shit. Like, I will see myself, like, you could tell your light when you're taking pictures. Okay? When you're taking pictures and you don't look the same. You're supposed to be the same as the person you are, but you shape shift. Okay? You could take your pictures and you could look at your pictures from today and weeks ago. Okay? You'll be like, damn, I took that same image or that same angle, but I look different in that angle. Because not both sides are the same. Not both sides of your face is the same. Okay, I don't know if y'all knew that, but your one side is different from your other side. Some people have one leg shorter than the other, or 1 foot longer than the other on the other side of it. There's a lot of shit you gotta study. Okay, your one eye is not the same as the other eye. You know what I'm saying? One ear is not the same as the other ear. Okay, so pay attention. One of your side of your bone structures is different. You gotta pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? Learn and study your vessel as if you will learn and study a cell phone, a computer, your masculine, your feminine. Learn and study yourself so you would know what is good for you. Learn and study your friends. Learn and study yourself and who you should be around and who you shouldn't be, whether it's family, friends. Listen, I had to cut some family off because they were toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because they supported the toxic that I chose not to be around. Okay? And I had to let it go. Not because I didn't love them, but it's only to protect myself. I have to shield myself against my own people, the people I love. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. It take a lot of work to ascend. Trust me. It take a lot of work. That's why we're here today, because we want to ascend past past the bullshit. It take a lot of work for us to ascend. Why let people who are descended, okay, pull you back down? Okay, we have to let go of the baggage. I used to hold on out of righteous because I thought it was a righteousness to take them with me, but I realized I can't, so I had to let it go. When I let shit go, I was like, damn, I feel so much better, so much lighter. Now I can ascend because now I know how to let go of anything that's toxic. The only thing I held on so tight to was my divine masculine. But when the spirits told me that he was going to regret his decision and that it's time for me to move on when it comes to not a relationship, but my ascension, I let go. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when the universe gave me permission to let go, and like they say, only God can set you free. Only God can set you free. Now, if God see that you doing your work, they can set you free. You understand what I'm saying? So, there your answer right there. You do your work, and God will set you free from it. Will set you free from the pain. Will set you free from the agony. Will set you free from the hurt. Will set you free from the illusion. Will set you free. Because you will become one. You will become one. You will know who you are, know what's inside of you. You will already know and believe that you will already know and accept your connection with the divine, and you will be able to move on to your next level of understanding. Okay? Set the physical form free of the illusion of oneness with the flesh instead of the illusion of oneness with the spirit. When you have, when you become, like I became one with my masculine spirit, and I said, you know what? Fuck it. I said this last week. I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I said on my timeline or something that I was going to live the rest of my life serving my purpose without my masculine. And that's exactly what, and ever since then, you know what I'm saying? And I chose to accept my fate. And I said, you know what? My masculine is mentally ill. Okay, he's going through his own transition. I cannot focus on him. And when I decided to, once again, like telling God, okay, I'm no longer going to look for love, or whatever, it came to me. Okay, and in due time, when the masculine is one with himself, if spirit say he is worthy of me, spirit will bring him back. Okay, but that's only on spirit terms. I ain't doing nothing out of my terms. I'm not doing shit from the base chakra no more. I'm only going to do it from the third eye. And that's it. Live in the third eye. People tell you don't open your third eye. Fuck that. Open it wide up. Because you can see the demons coming in before you, and see the friends and family ain't friends and family. You can see it all. Open that third eye. You could see your friends, your spiritual family. You could connect to divine, and you could have all the answers you need to live a peaceful life without seeking outside of yourself. And that's just it. Don't be afraid. I've opened my third eye before. Yeah, I saw some things, but at the end of the day, the things that I saw was my protection. My spirit guides protected me. When I asked for someone to protect me, they showed me that they were present, and I respected that. I wasn't in fear or nothing. I couldn't move my body or nothing, but what they did was let me see them, and then they went off. I saw the essence of my masculine floating over me when I astral traveled out of myself. I saw him. I can tell when my masculine is coming. I can tell when it's danger. I can tell when he's present. I can tell when he's not. You got to see, this is stuff you got to learn, but these are only if you open up that third eye enough. Don't just say it. You got to live it. Okay? You got to live it. You want to manifest your union, start from above. Okay? Respect it. Every time you get a sign of synchronicity, thank the universe. Thank yourself. Thank your spirit. Thank your masculine. Every time you get that overwhelming feeling of I love you, because I know y'all get it. Y'all get that feeling out of nowhere that says I love you. Okay? Say I love you back. Don't be like, oh, fuck you. You ain't this shit, but go over to that bitch. No, he was like, no, that wasn't me. That was him. This is a no soul. That was the masculine in his ego. This is your soul. This is the soul coming over to you and saying, hey, I love you, baby. And then you cursing the soul out for what the physical body did. That means you don't understand. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay? So know the difference. This is why your masculine has not came back to you. This is what they look like. They disconnected. And y'all say, okay, well, is the masculine getting the signs of synchronicities? Yeah, because this is what the essence is doing. Hey, the feminine. Hey, this is what they doing. If they can't do it from here now, because they're not one, they do it like this. Hey, hey, they give them the messages. Hey, move your ass, move your feet, move your heart. They still sit on the signs of synchronicities. They don't listen. This motherfucker want to run. He running. Oop, I spelled that wrong. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it like that. He running, okay? They're running the other way. He hauling ass, running, okay? So the more they run is because they know and hear it more, okay? They know and hear it more, okay? While you're over here focused on the divine feminine, divine masculine who decided to accept their fate, this is you. You won it. You ain't got to worry about none of that shit. You ain't got to worry about all that shit that was going on over here. If you just tuned in, you missed it, run that shit back. Run it back. This is your masculine running from themselves. This is their spirit. And when the spirit want to send you something, like you send masculine say, okay, I love you. And you say, all right, I love you too. And send it right back to the masculine. And he'd be like, no, I'm not ready and I'm running. I've heard my masculine say that shit before. I've heard him say that shit right in front of me. He asked, who am I? He said, who is she, right? And the universe answered him because I heard it too. It says the one. That's what they said. And ever since that day, that my masculine has been running. My masculine been hauling ass. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't know. See, I didn't know. I didn't physically understand what was going on, but I heard it. I knew something was up, and I was like, what? And then years later, after I came to this understanding, I was like, holy shit. Okay, holy shit. All right. I said that whole time. I said you because your mind still has to catch up. Okay, the mind got to catch up to the body. All right? I mean, we have to accept that. Serve God no matter what. Keep moving on with your path righteously. Okay? Just because your masculine or your feminine is with somebody else don't mean you can go and be with somebody else because they're not as happy as you think they are. They're dealing with this. They're dealing with the ego versus soul over there. Every day, all day. But with the distractions going on out here, and the sexual energy and the lust energy and the bitches and the dudes out there showing bodies and asses and tits and shit like that, exposing themselves, distraction. It's easy for the masculine's flesh to fall back into the illusion. Okay? So help the spirit, help the feminine or the divine masculine with one. Send that frequency, help the masculine, help the frequency of the runner. Okay? By acknowledging. When you acknowledge, the connection, and you have a heart-to-heart connection, when you acknowledge this entity here will become bigger, stronger, and it will overcome the masculine's body. The power will be so great that the masculine will all of a sudden become one, okay? Because there will be so much love, so much energy, it will overthrow the vamp energy. It will like my masculine refers to it as a solar panel, because we would talk about solar panels. He would say stuff like, we need to be our own solar panel. See, like I said, y'all seen my videos, past videos of him talking. Y'all could see him switching in and out or whatever. If you ever paid attention to my masculine talking, he's dealing with his own demons. Okay. So at the end of the day, Like people believe free will is free, but yet this is how they get you, right? They say free will is free, right? But then they'll say every action comes with a reaction. So if you're saying, you see, do y'all get it? Somebody, if somebody will tell you free will is free, but every action comes with a reaction, then how is it free? How is it free? It's not. So these masculines and these feminines running, they believe they got free will. This is why they're running. This is why they do the shit they do. Because they believe they have free will to do what they want. And you as a feminine get bashed every single day with signs and synchronicities and spirit telling you to do this and spirit telling you to act this way and spirit telling you to feel this way. You think that you're not the only one feeling that. The masculine could feel it 10 times worse. And it's pissing the masculine off, and it's pissing the feminine runners off. It's pissing the runners off. Okay? It will be so much where they can no longer control it, and the body will connect, and they will become one. But as long as there are distractions out here, this is each one teach one, each one teach one, each one teach one. If I tell another feminine or a masculine to love yourself, you'll love yourself enough to recognize these vampires when they come, and don't pay them any mind. You will not miss out on your blessings, because if you do proper eye connection, you will see. If you cannot see the soul of your partner, get the fuck away from them. There's nothing to learn. Get the fuck away from them. If you cannot see, even if they're toxic yourself, you got to recognize your soulmate or twin flame solely eye-to-eye contact, eye-to-eye recognition. And then that's when your process will begin. Okay? But if they are toxic, then all the lessons you learned, okay, along your journey to become to oneness, you will be patient. You will say, my masculine, my feminine runner needs to heal. You will respect the universe for what it is. But with all this toxicity going on, everybody's just taking everybody's man, and everybody's just fucking everybody's man or woman, and everybody just running underneath the rock with somebody else. It's love, it's love, it's love, it's love, it's love, it's not. It's going against the universe, and it's going against the divine, and you will pay the consequences for it. Free will is not free. You have the will to act, but every action comes with a reaction, so that's not free will. If you go down today and fight somebody, I guarantee you they're going to find you, and they're going to come back, and they're going to whoop your ass with 10 more people, okay? Because you took the act, because you thought you could do what the fuck you want. You can go out here and you can sleep with somebody's man and then think that somebody's not going to sleep with yours. Or you could sleep with somebody's girl and think somebody's going to come back and sleep with yours. Okay? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So learn how to protect your heart. Learn how to protect yourself. I literally told one of my masculine's karmics, well, plenty of them, that y'all got to love yourself. Y'all got to love yourself. I told my masculine's karmic, okay, to protect her heart. Because at the end of the day, I knew that he was lying. I knew, because I have the knowing of the soul. I know that the soul is not one with the self. You know what I'm saying? I know that he is not wearing his true mask. I know that his soul does not want to be with these women. I know that. But seeing it on the other end, okay, I can understand that these women would not want to listen to me. Because to them, I'm just another female trying to take their place. But they don't even understand that you are trying to take my place. But you will learn the hard way trying to wear my crown. And I was the one on top the whole fucking time. Didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing but stay in my knowing. And I was always on top. They were always envy of me. They was always jealous of me. And still to this day, stalking. They probably watching this shit now. But I don't care, because this is what you need to do as a divine feminine, is teach these women their self-worth. Because they want to know about you as a divine feminine. They want to get to know you. They want to get to know what's going on. Well, here it is, baby. I got this. I got this. He got me and I got him, and we on each other on soul level. I represent the spirit. And I tell it all the time. I put it on my Facebook all the time. I don't post on it no more, because that frequency is gone to me. But me and my soul, you can't take that away. You may have a body, but you don't know what the hell that body inhabit. You know he's dark, because he cheats on you and cheats on everybody else he deal with. And to him, it's not cheating. To him, it's, I'm single, I do what I want. To him, it's, I'm single. See, this is a physical illusion. You know what I'm saying? This is why you gotta have this. This is why you gotta have self love, because they will try. Energy vampires want to seek off of your energy. Okay, they love the pain too. They love the pain. I done had people that was not sexually related to me or physically related to me not try to narc me. Okay, making songs about me and shit like, oh, what she doing, what she feeling, what. I don't give a flying fuck, because once I cut you off, I cut you off. Once I'm done, I'm done. And you have to be that in order to have your self-love. It may sound selfish, but that's selfish with a twist, okay? I love me. That's why I'm selfish. I'm selfish with me, okay? It's not that I'm selfish to do for other people. I'm selfish with myself, because I'm not going to give myself to just anybody to just steal my energy and suck my power or whatever, you know? I'm not going to do that, and neither should you, okay? Like I said, I speak from experiences. So I know it's like, I know it's hurt. I've been there. I've been there, and I've came, and I'm here to teach, to tell you you could come from that, as well as learning and teaching myself as well. When spirit give me these channelings and tell me to do it, I got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not only just a healing for me, it's a healing that helps others as well. And it could be a healing to help these karmics too. Because even though I know they watching me and they stalking me and shit, I don't care. It doesn't bother me none. I've seen the shield. I've seen the protection from the universe. They want to know so much, God gonna give them the answer they looking for, because she got self-love. But she messes around with him too and all this other shit. What she's supposed to. That's her soulmate. That's her twin flame. That's her life partner. You know what I'm saying? It's not your place though. As a karmic, it's not your place to put up with it. You don't have to. But what you will never understand, because you have not found the person you were supposed to be with. You're seeking. And what they say, when you become a seeker, everybody's your soulmate. When you become a seeker, everybody's your lover. Everybody belongs to you. Everybody is your divine masculine, divine feminine. Everybody's for grabs. But that's not true. That's not true. You have to have the knowing. That rich knowing. That rich inner knowing. Okay? But I'm going to leave it at that. Let me see. Do I have anything else to say? I hope they don't shut this video down because of the music and shit. But I'm going to put in my description that I don't own the rights to the music in the background of the video or whatever. But I hope y'all learn something. Y'all pay attention to my videos. Not every video is about divine masculine. And I know sometimes I put it down as a title. But check these videos out, because if Spirit have me channel one of y'all a message for one, because I don't need cards to channel y'all, okay? Okay, I don't need cards to channel y'all. I can channel you right now. I might have channeled some of y'all already. I had somebody that hit me up and said, I love her, peace queen, if you watching. But I've had her, she got touched real hard to the point she came and hit me up and was like, yo, is you talking about me? I swear you talking about me. No, you just got channeled, baby. And that's how it works. That's how it works. Okay? That's how it works. It's nothing but love and light to y'all. So if you got touched today, it's cause you just got a real resonation. You just got hit with a real frequency. Okay? So I hope y'all don't take it personal. It's love and light. It's all love and light. Okay? But yeah, that's true and real resonation. When that shit touched your soul. When that shit got you like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, that shit got you mind blown. That's a true resonation. Not it's a vibe. You vibed. You vibed to the message. The message was for you. Your soul said, there it is. That's what I want you to hear. You may not like it, but that's what you needed to hear, and you knew it. Because the thing is if your spirit is trying to tell you over and over and over and over and over and over and over, stop it. Stop it. And you don't listen, they're going to pull through somebody else. They're going to pull through another empath. Somebody you don't even know. And they're going to deliver that message to you. Okay? It's happened to me. I've witnessed it happen to others. And it just is what it is. This is what life, it's just part of life. I ain't going to say what life is. It's just part of life. This is part of life. Okay? They don't teach you this shit in school because it's all a programming. Why they don't teach you this in school? Because they want you to be programmed. Okay? Do your own research. What happened back in the days is happening now too. You just wearing J's and you wearing Gucci, you wearing Prada, and you got nice perfume and all this shit. You got better places to stay, whatever. Okay, whatever it is, you still have the same shit that happened back in the days today. Okay, it still takes man and woman to create life. Okay, and that's just what the fuck it is. All right, if y'all can't accept the fate of who you are when you come here and who you are when you're born. Okay, like I said, and I'm gonna touch on this topic real quick. Like, you have to accept who you are. Okay, I'm a very masculine minded female, but I'm not gonna go out there and live like a masculine. Okay, that's not who I became in this lifetime. I am a feminine. I am a woman in this lifetime, and I accept my fate. If I don't accept my fate, then there's no good to come of me. I'm gonna live and die miserable, okay? And I don't want to do that. So I accept my fate in this lifetime because I know in many more lifetimes I'm gonna have different experiences. I could be a bug. Am I gonna say I'm not a bug? I'm a human? You know, I can be a snake. I can be a rat in my next lifetime. Am I gonna say no? I'm a male human and a bug and I'm a fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say no. I'm a human. Yeah, we got cats living in you know, you got house cats and you got street cats. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's always differences. Okay? It's not about the mindset of what you are when you were in your past life. It's who you are in this one. If you ever watch like I used to, you know, Spirit will have me here and there watch reincarnations and little kids talking about reincarnation. It was a kid, a little boy, that was black in his last lifetime. He was a black female. You know what I'm saying? And in this lifetime, he's a little white boy. Okay? So once after a while, when you become like, you know, when you become like 5 or 6, is when you accept that you are that person in this lifetime. Okay? And that's just what it is. You know, after, you know, certain children grow up, they grow out of it. You know what I'm saying? They grow out of the past life memory. And we forget who we was in our last life and who we are now. And we grow up in the illusion that we are today. So if you was a black female in your last lifetime, you're not going to be a white little boy running around here and say, yeah, I'm a Shaniqua and all this other shit in this lifetime because in my last lifetime, that's who I was. No, in this lifetime, you have to accept who you are as the flesh that you came to be. All right. And in your next lifetime, you better pray to God that you will be what you wanted to be in this lifetime, in that lifetime. But that's to be earned. See, that's to be earned. And we lose in our way. And like I said, I just keep getting this feeling of Noah's Ark. You know, keep getting this feeling of Noah's Ark. It happened, you know, if it did happen or didn't happen, it don't matter. Something similar is going to happen where it's going to be a freaking wipeout. Okay? Whether it's an energetic wipeout or a physical wipeout. I'm getting that sense of the devil is rising. Okay? So all you empaths out there who's watching, get off the hating of another empath and get on the vibe of healing. Okay, if you hating on another empath, okay, there's something wrong with you. You're being sucked into the dark side. So remember your place as an empath, a teacher, a healer, a tarot reader, and focus on healing. Speak your truth, heal others. Your mission, your life experiences is your purpose, is your teaching to help others like you to avoid the devil when it comes. To avoid the dark frequency to get sucked in. This world needs to be ascended. Come on, what y'all thought we were supposed to be here to do? What you thought being an empath supposed to be doing? You guys here in my comments too, y'all empaths, get to work. Get to work. Tell your friends about your journey. If they don't like it, they don't understand it, oh well, get it off your chest. That's why it's hurting you so much. So what would they feel? Get it off your chest. Free it. Free that dark energy. Give it back to the devil. You know what I'm saying? Give it back to him. Okay, you know my masculine. I have a master. I have a twin flame. So. Get it off your chest. Because if you hold it for so long, it will ponder in your mind. And it will hurt you. Okay? Free it. I talk about it. And it will show you. It will show you who your real friends are and who not. I've had to leave some friends alone because they didn't understand that love at first sight does exist. Okay? Because they believe that they were in love with certain people and it didn't work out for them. I said, it's not that kind of love at first sight. You see, you're not listening. Not saying love at first sight for everybody you meet. There's a soul recognition. That's love at first sight. I never knew the flesh before. You never knew the flesh before. Love at first sight means you met a soul connection, a divine connection. Okay? So that is love at first sight. So learn how to have, to know if somebody is your true soulmate, you vibe to them, frequently vibe to them naturally. But to have that validation, to seal the fate, is to have that soul recognition. You have to have eye-to-eye contact. People don't look at each other no more. You don't look at each other no more. Everybody's looking down at your cell phones and shit. People go to the clubs and don't even dance anymore. People just be dancing with their phones instead. You know? Like, people don't go out and enjoy people no more. Everybody's virtual loving and virtual lusting and virtual this. And I ain't gonna, don't get me wrong. Me and my masculine, we met off a virtual line, a dating site. You know? But there's been a lot of shit in between. So I'm not telling you that it's not a bad thing, but don't miss out on opportunity. Eye contact is the key. Eye contact is key. If you got to have eye contact with people, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. Okay? The eyes are the windows to the soul, and what happens is you will recognize this person and you never met them in this lifetime before. And that's the connection. I don't want to hear that, oh, I met Bob 10 years ago, or I met Keisha 10 years ago, and I ain't see them for like 10 or 30 years, and I recognize them. No, that's not the recognition I'm talking about. That's not. It is a soul recognition from a past life. A life beyond this life. Okay? A life beyond this life. Don't give me that, oh, I seen him last week. Yeah, I seen him last week. No, that's not the recognition I'm talking about. It is a past life, not this life kind of recognition. Okay? So, anyway, I said I was going to do some cards, but I didn't really want to waste it. So I'm going to record after. Let me take a little break. My energy is fluctuating. And I'm glad I got this off my chest. Whew, because Spirit was like, get your ass on there and do it now. I was like, no, Spirit, let me wait a couple days. I need to rest. It was like, all right, I'll let you rest. Then he told me, get my ass on here. I didn't even know I was going to show that video. Spirit said, do it now. But anyway, I hope it touched you guys. And for the disclaimer, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't own the rights to that. Or I am not your God. All right? I am not your God. You are your own God. All right? Live and love yourself. Okay? Live and love you. That's my whole point. Okay? My readings is always going to pull you to self-understanding, self-love. I'm going to give you the situation, but I'm going to also give you the solution to heal. Okay? So this portal here is for healing and ascension. All right? Not just readings and answers. It's like answers of the flesh. I'm going to give you answers of the soul. Because I have to. I have to tell the truth. You know, because I love telling the freaking truth. You know, I don't care what the cause is. I love telling the truth. So anyway, it's almost addictive to be on this frequency. Now, this is the frequency that you got to be addicted to. It's loving yourself and being of truth and loving and loving no matter what when it comes to self. And telling your truth. I don't care how many. I would tell people, I would tell people my story, and they'd be like, well, why do you deal with this guy? You ain't had to do that. Ooh. I was like, yeah, well, he my twin flame, or he will be a soul partner that such and such and such. I said, it's deeper than what you ever think it is. I cannot listen to you. Okay, because I know. And then I would sit here and watch the devil. Oh my God, the shit is so funny, y'all. When you learn how to love you, you could literally see the devil at work. The people that you believe and love, and even your soulmate, you will see the devil within them, on outside of them, not in them, but outside of them. You will see it at work, and I laugh at the shit. I used to always laugh at my masculine when I didn't even know he was a narcissist. I would laugh at the motherfucker like, he would get mad, and I didn't understand it. But it was because he couldn't feed off of me. He would be able to feel me when he's gone. And he can't get me out of his head type shit. And he's explained this to me before. And I'm not saying he only said it to get me in bed or whatever, because I know some of y'all was like, he only probably said that. No, for real. Like you got to pay attention. Learn how to read people. Learn how to read people. Okay? Learn how to read them. And if you learn yourself, You learn the key to life because you are part of life too. Okay? So like I was saying, my master, right? I laugh at it today because some people would think that, oh, you dealt with a narcissist, you would be hurt. But not if you had your own power. When you got your own power, like my masculine could feel and sense my power from far away. Okay, where he gets upset that he can't. I said, why are you so upset and shit? Because one time he said, I can't resist you. He said, because I'm trying to resist you. And I'm like, listen, I said, that's part of your narcissism. He's like, nah, this is deeper than that. I can't resist you. Like, why you always in my head type shit? Like, why you always in my head? And I was like, man, I could say the same shit for you, but hey, I deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I deal with it. So we would have conversations like this. But he would still turn around and be narcissistic because it's a physical thing. Okay? It's a physical mental illness. You know? It's almost like a robot, turning on its master. Okay, if you built a robot and the robot, decided to turn its back on a human or the soul or whatever, it's a robot. It's the body is like a robot. It chose to turn against the soul. It chose to turn against God, and that's when they become a dark energy. That's when they become devils. Okay, when they choose not to live on purpose and faith. So if you're masculine, if you are a true twin connection, and your masculine decided to turn against his fate, he is of the devil. Okay, I don't care. I don't want to hear other people say, "Oh, they're not devilish. They're just da da da." They are, because it's not hard to walk in faith when you don't even have it. It's easy to just walk. And just like me, like for instance, I didn't have the whole knowing, but for some reason, by me trusting in my intuition, it protected me because I didn't have the mental knowing, but I had the spiritual understanding. And I was able to walk with faith. I had the faith, I had the faith to walk. And I walked. And anything that tried to penetrate my aura couldn't. They can sense my light but couldn't come suck it. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't come take my energy. And they hated it. They hated why they loved me. You know what I'm saying? Because it showed them their true selves. And that's what you got to be when you love yourself. A reflection of light. Okay? A reflection of light. So my masculine would sense the light and want the light. As a vamp, he's a vamp. He's a narcissist. So he would sense the light. But my light would be so great where he's not ready to, it's very different because he's not ready to turn in to his oneness. He's not ready to change. Okay? He would say, I'm not ready. He's not ready to change. He's not ready to accept his fate. But that doesn't mean, he's not, he's dealing with everybody else every day. I don't see it like that, and I'm not going to ever see it like that because I don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for it. I know what's going on. And it may sound crazy to a non-believer because they wouldn't understand this, because that's how you know the difference between a real person that's on his journey and somebody who's not. It's either two things. It's either you're a non-believer or you haven't made it to this level yet. Okay? But anyway, I'm just talking my shit because I'm going to set myself free. Okay? Because I'm not afraid to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to talk about my connection. So at the end of the day, he would feel me, he would sense me, and he would see me. And he hate that because he's not ready. It's almost like the universe is like this. They telling him, oh, you're feminine. Oh, go talk to her. Oh, she loves you. Oh, he loves you. Da 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 da. And it's playing in the masculine over and over and over and over. But what the masculine tries to do is run to a karmic, run to a different one, run to another one. Because he told me one time that it's like I can't escape, that it's catching up on me. Okay? It's catching up on. They will speak. You have to pay attention. You have to pay. If you're still in contact with your masculine, pay attention to the words when they come around, or think about the words that they say, because not all the time you speaking to this person. You would literally, when he is vulnerable and he is weak, the physical ego, the soul jumps into the body real quick and delays to you the message of what's going on. You gotta pay attention. So you gotta use your discernment and decipher the difference between the masculine soul, and that's why you have that soul recognition, because you have to know the presence of the masculine soul and the ego. Okay, I had to learn the difference between I'm dealing with the worst of it. Trust me, because not every masculine is a narcissist, but mine is, and I can tell you, this shit here, it wasn't fun in the beginning. But when I look at it now, I just love puzzles now. Now I look at my masculine as a puzzle. I see him and I only take the words that speaks to the soul. Like, The last time I haven't spoke to him for a month, and I let him come see his son. And before he came to me, he would mumble under his breath, almost like he telling on himself, like, I'm not ready for a commitment. I'm not coming to be in a relationship. And I said, huh? What? I didn't hear you. And he wouldn't repeat it again. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention because, and then I said, well, it will be things that will happen. Like he will say things, his conscience will speak. And then I will have to hear it. And then I will tell him, I heard, this is what you said. This is what you said. And he would sit there and say, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said, yeah, it came out of your mouth. That's what you said. So it's like I had to understand that the body and the soul is not one. He doesn't remember what he says because a part of him is not present. Okay, his soul would say one thing, his body would say another. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta. This is why your masculines and shit is all over the place because they're not balanced with the self yet. And this is why you need to be patient because and that goes for me and I'm working on it right now to free my masculine, let him deal with his own demons and let him become one with himself. Because it's dangerous. It'll have me going crazy. Okay? It'll have me thinking that I'm second guessing myself. Like, I know I just heard you say what I just heard you say, but you saying you didn't say it. And this is not the first time he did it. So watching the shit happen in front of me breaks my heart. Watching somebody battle with their own healing or try to overcome their own soul, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. Y'all don't want to see this shit in action. Y'all don't want to see this shit, but I have to go through this because this is my job. So I'm here to help y'all understand that. So I do, like I said, I'll put myself on the line when it comes to this understanding because I'm strong enough for it. I could literally laugh at the shit. I literally laugh at my mouth. That shit, it's almost like something inside of me is tickling me when he tries to, verbally abuse me, like talk shit or whatever. And then, like, a part of me, even when, when we go through our moments and shit, it's almost like I don't take it serious, because something inside of me, which is the soul, the love that inside of me would say, that's not him. Or, that's not how he is. And, and I know some people would say, oh, it just sounds like you're just obsessed or delusional or whatever. I said, yeah, well, that's okay. When you get on this journey, let's see how you do, okay? Let's see if you can handle this shit. Because this ain't what you think it is, okay? Even when it comes to love, we got people manipulating the connections that they got going on, just like they manipulate the Bible and they manipulate Qurans and they manipulate religion and faith. I'm talking to the ones who know. Okay, they know what's up. I ain't everybody else. You catch this message later, and you will find out later. Something gonna hit you a week later and say, "Damn, I remember her saying this." Okay, it will be your test. The soul tests you. Okay, you gotta be able to pass it. But anyway, like something inside me would tickle me. And I'll be laughing, like, I'll be laughing like a motherfucker and he would hate that. He would be like, well, why you ain't mad? Or why you not budging? Or, you're just like me. You know how to hide your feelings. I was just like, nah, I just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then he don't like that. Because I said, I know something's not right. I know something's not right with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing I can do but to laugh it off because what you want me to do? Get upset? I can't. So it's tickling me now. It's tickling me now as I speak about this shit because it's almost like it's almost like his spirit's just like, yo, good job. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you because I get goosebumps on the side of my body, by my head, and everything on my shoulder. And when I used to, and still do, the body will lay down. Not the body, but the spirit will lay down with me in bed. And cuddle me. Like I would literally feel a blanket of the masculine just laying on me at night or tapping me on my shoulders or just by my side and shit. And I'm telling you, y'all, like that shit is amazing when you learn to love the soul first. And then when you can look at the body like, damn, you really are disconnected. And it will never bother you no more. The masculines dealing with these karmics won't bother you. You know what I'm saying? When you see, not saying that they won't ever be present, but you have to be patient because they got a lot of work to do. And if they do not become present within this lifetime, there'll be many other lifetimes to come. So have that faith and take it with you because you're already one with the masculine. You just don't see it. You can feel it. You can see the signs and shit, but you don't see the flesh. And it's not adding up to you because you're illusionalized, okay? You're manipulated. You're manipulated to by society to believe that love, you have to have somebody from flesh to love you. And that's manipulation from the realm. Okay? The realm will manipulate you to believe that you have to be loved by the flesh in order to have real love. That you have to have a ring in order to have, first of all, the ring, it'll tell you right then and there. It's to death do you part on a flesh realm. Okay? The illusional realm. But on the spirit realm, it's lifetime after lifetime. It's eternal love. Why would you want a temporary love in session with somebody you don't know? Like, I would rather have, it's almost like meeting up with a friend again, from a past life, meeting up with a friend again and just, y'all, oh shit, remember in the last life we parlay, we party and shit, we drink it up and shit, remember last life? Well, we could do it again in this one. We gonna do it again in this one, and we gonna do it again in the next life. It's another movie I want to show y'all, but I'm gonna say that shit for another day. That one there, me and my master, we watched it when he first got back to, to where I'm at. We watched that, and I'm gonna play it for y'all. I'm gonna play some of it for y'all too. Me and my master sat down and we watched it. It touched his soul. It touched his soul. But what happened is that, you know, once he get a taste of reality, once these females start coming out of nowhere, giving him unwanted attention, like, oh, I miss you, and oh, I missed the D, and oh, I missed this, and I missed that, and oh, where you at, and boom, right back in that reality again, right back in that illusional possession again, okay, because he was not 100% himself. He was present, but he didn't have full control, okay, because he didn't have anything. But at the end of the day, y'all, it's a lot to deal with in this journey. So if you are not on this journey, be prepared for it, because most likely any and every one of y'all on here fucking with me, most of y'all will run into a connection, because I usually wake up souls where people start to listen to their souls, and they start to, if you aren't in a real connection, start to pull towards yours, okay? Because I touch souls around this bitch, okay? But anyway, excuse me, y'all. But I know I said I'm gonna get off here a couple times. Let me see, spirit, y'all. Let me see. Let me do some cards. Fuck it. If they don't leave the video up, fuck it. We gonna do some cards. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with the flesh of the masculine. All right. So a lot of the masculines. Oh, my battery about to die. Sheesh. All right, y'all. I'm gonna come back. Fuck it, because my battery about to die, and I don't want to start something I can't finish. But y'all, real quick, okay. These masculines are, because this is what came out. These masculines are feeling the heat, y'all. They feeling the heat. They feeling the connection. Deep down inside, they feeling the connection. Like I said, they will never forget you. They will never give somebody with something that don't belong to them. The most that they can give somebody is the flesh, okay? But they cannot give this person, this karmic or whatever y'all want to call these people, that they choose besides you. They cannot give them something that is not theirs. You have the key. Spirit is saying you have the key. You have the key. They know you have the key. They don't like that you got the key. But if you knew how to wield the key, you knew how to wield your understanding, you would be able to unlock the masculine's heart. Okay? You will be able to trigger, but you have to trigger yourself first. You have to know your worth. You have to know that you are the key, all right, to unlocking this whole situation, to free your masculine from his illusion. You the key, all right? So don't ever think that you're not. You are the key. But in order for you to be that key, you have to be whole. You're half a key. You only the tip of the key. Every time you put the key into the hole, it doesn't turn because you don't have the handle to turn it. You don't have the wheel to turn it. You gotta grow. You gotta grow into a full key to free your masculine or your feminine from their own hell. Okay? Yes, they have to free themselves, but you can open the door. You can be the person on the other side. You're the light on the other side. On the other side of that. On the other side of the door. Okay? You're the light at the end of the tunnel. So be the key to the divine masculine. Be the guide. Okay, if he can't see, if they don't understand, because you as a divine partner, all right, it's your job to be of light. If they cannot see your light at the end of the tunnel, okay, if your masculine is not saying, I can't get you out of my head, I can't escape from you, I can't do this, I can't do that, and I really, really want to, but I just can't do it, I can't do it, even though they're physically doing it, don't fall for the physical illusion. They cannot. They cannot escape from you. And eventually they will turn themselves in. Eventually they will see the light at the end of the tunnel and they will just come right to it because they cannot control the resistance of the connection. Okay, they cannot get you out of their head. All right, as much as they try to run underneath karmic after karmic after karmic, it's not going to satisfy them because every day they're getting older and older and older, and eventually they're going to realize, like, damn, I don't want to be gray and old, and I know that their conscience will get to them, and their conscience will say to them, well, you ran, so we're going to let your partner run. You ran all these years, but we're going to let your partner run because now we're going to give you the hell that you have asked for. Okay, and we're going to take your partner away, and your partner's going to live happily ever after, loving themselves, and you missed out. You missed the train. So now you got to wait for the next one, and that's the next lifetime. Okay, so eventually, if they don't come in sooner or later, they're going to live with the misery that they fucked up because they know that they ran. Okay, they know that they ran from the connection. All right, they know that you can run from the connection too. But see, you will have permission from the divine. And when divine say permission from the divine is be patient. Be patient. Okay? Because now your masculine is going to have to be patient with the divine. And until they say you are worthy, which means they have to do their work. Okay? And then the spirit deems them worthy enough to come towards the light or your presence in physical to handle the connection, they will bless the masculine with it or the feminine with it. But until then, live and love yourself. And love the creator, love the soul, love the spirit, whatever you want to call your most high connection to the self. Love them first, and they will love you back. Okay, they will give you the love that you've been looking for. They will fill that void. Okay, they will fill that void. If and trust me, they will. Okay, they will give you, for those people who don't believe in spiritual sex. Okay, spiritual intercourse. Okay. They can activate your kundalinis for you. I mean, I'm a witness to that. They done that shit to me, and I ain't even met my masculine yet. And after. They could send those frequencies right through your body, because that's what you're looking for. And you will feel satisfied. Trust me. You will feel the love. They will send you signs that they love you. And everything. They will give you everything you want, need, and desire. But if you're still stuck in a low frequency, you can't get nothing. Because they're not going to give you, they can't reward you. The devil rewards the devil, God rewards the gods. So whatever frequency you in, you will be rewarded by that being, that higher power or lower power at that time. So if you're stuck in the middle, you won't get no help. You'll be lost. So you have to make a choice. It's either you have light, where you get abundance from the universe, or you have dark, and you just get temporary abundance by whatever dark energy you serve. That temporary blessings don't work. You'll lose it as fast as you got it. Okay? When it comes to the universe, nothing can't be taken away from you unless the universe take it away from you themselves if you descend yourself. If you descend, they're going to take it away. And if you're getting a temporary blessings, it's not going to last. Relationships not going to last. Love not going to last. Gifts you get not going to last. Nothing's going to last when you're in a low frequency. When you have high light and the universe gives you something, give you a car, house, place, money, job, it can't be taken away from you. Anybody that tries to take it from you will be punished because it's God given. Take your ass back down to the dark side if you want to play those wicked ass things. If you don't want to see somebody else happy, or you don't want to see somebody else winning and shit, take your ass back down to the dark side because you don't fit up here. So whatever's God given will be given back. Trust me. And allow it in the way that God give. Not the way you expect it to be. Because God didn't create you to have high expectations. God created you to trust. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. Peace and blessings to you all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you learned something here today. Like I said, I'm not your God. All right? But I am helping you seek your own God. Love yourself. Lift your frequency. Okay? I only speak of experiences. Each one teach one. We all here to ascend. We all here to watch out and protect ourselves from darkness. We don't want to be sucked in Don't be one of the ones that sucked in. If you're one of the ones that have no soul, you have a chance to get it back. Yes, you can, by changing your ways. Actions speak louder than words. You have to act it according to, and it will happen. You can't just speak it and then it's gonna happen. You have to live according to it. You have to be love and light, meaning you have to be out there loving, lighting. Okay, you have to be truthful. You have to be genuine. You have to be righteous. You can't just say I'm spiritual and don't know shit about spirituality. Okay, you have to actually understand and know what you're saying in order for it to manifest. Okay, so peace to you all.